A couple of things we're going to go over in this video. Where did we get this new tent? What kind is it? Which is pretty obvious. And would I buy it again? And was it a good deal? And is it worth the money? So those are a few things we're going to go over. Stay tuned. Check out Shop Overland Apparel, your source for Amble's Adventures, merchandise, and more. Okay, so we're here in my backyard. No exciting adventure this weekend. So we're here in my backyard. I'm gonna go over my new, it's not new now, go over my tent that I got off of Amazon. So I got a new clamshell hardshell tent, which is a top B hard shell all aluminum tent. So that's it. Like I said, it's all aluminum. Comes with the ladder. A removable rain fly, and a couple latches that you can put a lock on if you see the need for doing that. But that's pretty much it. A couple of details about the tent. It is an all aluminum tent, so it has extrusion around all four sides. You got two here, and then on the top you got one to mount some stuff. Now with this being aluminum, it'll hold some weight. I don't know if I'd mount an awning or anything to it, but like a privacy tent for bathroom or shower, I'm probably gonna mount mine to this. I wouldn't suggest mounting an awning to it, but some smaller stuff I'm actually going to put on the other side. I've got a mount I'm going to put on that I'm going to attach to that for my diesel heater this winter. So really good for that. It does have a removable rain fly. It just unzips and rolls up. So it's not technically removable, but it does. You can pretty much roll it up and tuck it up top there and not have to worry about it. So if you don't need it, you don't have to use it. Most of the time, if I don't put it out, I just kind of, as long as it's not windy, I'll just kind of leave it hanging. So you have a door or access here. So you have an access or door, window, whatever you want to call it, on all three sides. It opens up. I'm gonna mount my awning on this side, so I went with putting my ladder on the passenger side. I didn't put it on the back because it's just going to get in the way. So that's why I put it on the back, or put it on the passenger side, excuse me. But that's it. A couple of things so far. The ladder has been awesome. One of the things that happened, and this is kind of, I would say, not an issue with the tent as much as it is just the fact that when I was putting it over, I didn't get everything good and tight. So that ladder bracket, one of the bolts come out. I think it would probably be wise on your ladder mounts to put a little Loctite, so those don't, as long as you're going to keep them there, so they stay fixed. So I've got to get another screw for that. This is the Top B clamshell tent off of Amazon. Pretty much like every other clamshell, but that's pretty much it. Now we'll very carefully, since the ladder's not attached the greatest, go up here and I'll kind of show you the inside. So you have a full mesh covering for the window, and you have, so you can take it down, and then, so this is the inside. It comes with a bag for your shoes. It does not come for a place to mount it, but it comes with a couple of carabiners. So put you some hooks on the extrusion out here, and you could hook it on. Comes with your bag for your rainfly poles. It's only 2 it comes with. So the inside of the tent has quite a few pockets in it. There's 3 different pockets there, 2 there, and then 1 if you wanted to put an iPad or something. It's clear. You got pockets on each side. Hold your phone, random stuff. Same on the other side. And it has a lighting strip on this side that is USB, which worked really great, except for the first night I got in this thing. My youngest daughter, Liv, who you've seen in some of the videos, I was trying to get her to unhook them, and she kind of yanked on it, so they're not really working anymore. Not a flaw of the tent. That was 100% human error that caused that. So you've got the windows here, and on the back you have a big open, so you can get pretty much 360 degree, not 360 degree, you can get whatever this would be. Just a, all 3 sides of this. Now, so that's the tent. I'm standing on the ladder right now, so that's the tent. Now, a couple of the things. I know a lot of people, they'll get on you about, well, you need to buy American made, you need to support a company, you need to do all that. 100% agree with that. And I try my best to support local in our town, support local businesses every chance I get. But I won't say all, but I'm confident in saying 95% of these tents are being made in China. People are importing them. And if you know anything about the market and how things work in China, you can have a patent and it does you no good. You can have a patent here, it does you no good having it built in China. They'll knock it off and 25 people will be carrying your tent that you designed. But in saying that, if you can, I would say support whatever company you like supporting. But the tent this is a knockoff, I'm assuming, of there's several companies that use this exact same tent. It's very well made. As of today, I think I've slept in this probably 8 to 10 nights already since I've had it. I've had it a couple of months. I wanted to wait until I've used it a few times before I've done any kind of video on it. The tent's awesome. I have had no issues with it. There's some reviews where people said that it's leaked when it's closed, like if it's been out in a bunch of rain, just being closed, that it leaks. I have not had that experience. This tent, you can see, I mean, it's got a good seal here, and then it seals down here. One of the things I liked about this tent is all of this is on the inside, so it's not on the outside. So once it's closed up, these are on the inside, not out in the elements. So that's just one thing to kind of keep protected. They're not, and the only thing I have an issue with is it takes a little bit to open it. Like, you got to put some force to get these to open, which is good. As the more I use them, I'm sure they'll slowly get to wear out and it'll be a little easier. But as far as me worried about how they're going to hold up and with this thing in the wind, I'm not concerned about that at all, because they hold up. There's got so much tension on them when you go to raise the tent up. So who is this tent for? I would say this tent is better suited for a single person. I'm a bigger guy, but like I said, 2 people can fit in this, but I would say it's more set up for 1 person. So if you get in here and you're going to put a small like I've got a 300 watt watt fun solar generator I use, or power station. I usually bring it up in the tent. So once you put pillows and blankets, and if you're going to try to change clothes in a clamshell and just do or if you move around and you just like a lot of space, this is suited for one person, maybe an adult and a kid. But if it's just strictly, hey, you're going to sleep in this, come down, do all your everything else, it's fine for 2 people. The tent itself was one of the reasons I went with this one, and this was on Amazon. The reason I went with this tent instead of any of the other ones that I found is it had free shipping. So I was really not looking to buy a tent, but this was a pretty good deal. I think after taxes and everything, it was, I think either I think it was $11.99 when I bought it. The prices have went up and down 2 or 3 times since I bought it. So it was still in that, under $1,500 range. And there's some out there that are $12.99, but then the shipping's $200 or whatever. I done it through Amazon, and I want to say it took about 6 days, and I had it. Might have been, actually, I think it was 4 days from when I ordered it. It was here. Let's see, the shipping on it was, like, the packaging and everything was great. The way it was packaged and everything is kind of shocked me. That was the only thing that worried me. But the cardboard box and the way it was all done, the packing and everything that was in it, it could stand a little bit of abuse that it's going to take during shipping. So that's something I was kind of surprised with. But for an all aluminum clamshell tent, that these things could get up into, depending on what brand you go with, they can go upwards of $3,000 to $4,000 for a tent. This is a good option if you need to stay in a budget. But like I said, I wasn't really in the market for buying a tent. It was just this was a kind of a good deal, and I thought, hey, this will make life a little easier. 95% of the time I'm by myself. The family goes with me some. But this just, I don't know how anybody, if they've ever had a hard shell that closes up like this, could ever go back to a soft covered tent, dealing with the cover and all the things that go along with it. Now, size wise, I love that rough country tent I had. Once it was open and set up, you had room in there for days. Me and my wife and Liv could get in there and have plenty of room. It was basically a king size bed. So kind of sacrificing some room for the ease of tear down and set up. Now, one of the things, the ladder can fit in here. I haven't put it in there since I've put the extra foam in there, just because I don't want the ladder comes with a nice bag, but I keep it in my trash room on the back. There's just no reason to put it in here in my sleeping area. There's just really not, so I don't have to. But if you ever needed to, you could put it in here. Now, whether or not it would go in here now that I put the extra foam, I don't know. I'm assuming you probably could. You could force it down, but then you take a chance of dent. It is an aluminum sheet at the top, so you're taking a chance of possibly denting it or bending something. But so far it's been a great tent. I haven't had any issues out of it. I keep it. It'll stay on my tent from now on. Other than come summertime when it's gets real hot out and we kind of have those couple of months where we're not camping, I'll probably take it off. But it's withstood several pretty good rains and stuff like that. No issues at all. It makes it a whole lot easier if you do have to put it up wet. Having this style of tent makes it a whole lot easier getting home and open it up and letting it air out, just because it's so easy. That's kind of the benefit of having this kind of tent is just anything you can do to make your trips more enjoyable, easier on you, to where you're spending more time enjoying than you are setting up a bunch of stuff. To me, it just makes life easier. Plus, like one of the reasons I went ahead and got it, I got it right before, I think I'd had it a couple weeks for Overland Expo East. Is we thought we were going to camp as we drove over there. We'll wind up, because of the way things worked out, we'll wind up getting a hotel. But the plan was we wanted to be able to drive till we got tired, jump out and just hop in the tent. The rest of the family wound up coming with us, so we wound up changing that because it wasn't going to work out. So, but that's the idea of when I'm on the road or whatever, going on long distance trips, we can just find us a place to pull over and camp for the night, and within, I'd say, other than setting the rain fly up, you can have this thing open and I could jump out of my Jeep and 30 seconds later be climbing in it if I wanted to do it that fast. So and the teardown's just, I mean, it's the same thing. When you get ready to tear down, it has, like every tent, it has this strap right here that's just, you raise this up and it kind of helps collapse the tent in on itself. So I always leave one window open when I close. It just seems to let the air out of it better. But that's pretty much it for the outside of it. Like I said, rainfly, velcroed, and it zips and it can roll up. That's pretty much the build of it. Okay, this is the ladder bag. It's velcroed at the top. So like I said, I keep this, hard to show it. I just keep this in my trasheroo, slide it down in there, and that's all I do. Here, I just kind of double check. Once it kind of gets to this area where you can get your hand on it, you can jump up here, make sure as much of the material is in. We get a good seal on it. Once we get it down, drop down. Fold this back in there. And that's pretty much it. Put some pressure on it. And like I said, double check, make sure you don't have your fabric sticking out. And you just enough. Make sure that seal is good. And that's it.